Hello again, everybody. It is the coach. You're tuned in to Madden 19 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be an interesting matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. Charles, you look at this Jaguar team. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and win this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Colts, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Now the return, Rashad Green. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They'll be led out by their quarterback from Central Florida. It's Blake Bortles.
I loved his quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss.
Let's go, let's go. Green 80.
There's Leonard Fournette, 1,000-yard rusher from a year ago. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. The rushing numbers for Fournette from last week. 7 carries, 51 yards.
And only 7 carries in last week's game, and I just don't know how any runner can really get loose and feel like they're into the game with that few carries. You've got to get that number up to around 15.
That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there. Yeah,
I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
I'm Clint Eastwood. My defense is impeccable.
Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out, you see, and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you. You change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
A good positive play there, 9 yards, but still 3rd and long.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
What the fuck I want to do? Man, shout out to all my fans, man, all my sponsors for, giving me an opportunity.
Green 80! Green 80!
Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down.
Come on, man.
And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4.
He caught that.
That was a terrific catch. I mean, to go up there and get it one-handed like that. But I almost want to go into that riff about back in my day, the gloves weren't quite like this.
When did gloves really become prevalent, just in general?
I think in the 80s. I think as we started to move through the 80s, especially as we got towards the latter part of that. But a lot of those were really like baseball batting gloves to begin with not much of a tacky area on the glove. In fact, there was none. I actually remember in cold weather games wearing the old scuba gloves that you'd wear in the diving, but they would split too easily in the course of a game. Then the glove manufacturers got smart and started adding to it, and here we are today.
So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their veteran QB, the former Delaware Blue Hen, Joe Flacco.
And his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
All right, fellas. Y'all want to see greatness? All right.
The first carry now for Rob Kelly. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On second down, Flacco to throw. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis, and also move the sticks.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. And this will be a dump off for Keller. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still, a lot of guys to account for.
Flacco here on second down. Complete to Hilton. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
Let's go.
And that's
Joe
what you count
Flacco,
on.
nice.
And I like what you just said.
He's
First
sending that
quarter,
pressure.
can you do it
like
all
that.
game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Jaguars getting set to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They fake the handoff. Now Bortles.
Yeah.
He rifles one.
Let's go. Let's go. My
Picked
team
off
nice.
near the 29.
My team nice.
He will score. Touchdown.
My team nice.
Indianapolis. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Now Adam Vinatieri for the point after. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. 1 quarter in the books. It's the Colts out to the early lead. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you and you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter.
Let's go.
Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Defense doing their job. Really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense. No gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
False start, offense.
That's going to set them back 5 yards. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
We just saw what a lot of teams call a heavy set. 3 tight ends in the game. That signifies they want to run the football. Yeah, occasionally they'll play action and throw it, but most of the time, those guys on the field means strength, power, run the ball behind them. And now what a lot of teams are doing is they're taking an extra offensive tackle and putting him in a tight end number to give them even more blocking power. And we just saw it on that play.
It's complete. This is Brent Saleh. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Kelly. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Miles Jack there to make the tackle. Second down, Flacco now. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Pass interference. Defense.
So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. He's going to get it running right. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Third and goal, Flacco. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal. So with 4th down coming up, here's Adam Vinatieri now for the Colts field goal. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. So it's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open. open, complete. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. Throwing on first down is Bortles. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. From midfield, here's Bortles. Caught, Safarian Jenkins, right side. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Bortles to the former Jet, Safarian Jenkins for the Jags first down. Bortles now on first down. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Now the Jags are moving quickly in the hurry-up. Again, they'll throw with Bortles. This is Yeldon on the dump-off. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
They think they could.
Let's go, let's go. Tight right. Green 80.
Bortles looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Bortles going to come up here on 1st and 10. And he's 6 of 7 now on this drive.
Green 80.
Bortles to throw once more. Safarian Jenkins has it.
Go.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now Bortles again. Get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. Bortles now to throw. His pass caught with the 4. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
Come on, defense. I believe in y'all.
Green 80. Green 80.
Again, it's Bortles.
Oh, they want him to get it.
Touchdown, Jaguars. As his guys are in for 6. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up.
Down bad.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
But just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one fielded at the 5.
Let's go. Get a coat.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Well, the drive starts with Rob Kelley. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. You sure you're ready for the 3rd quarter? Need to use a bathroom or anything? All right, cool. Let's go. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break.
What the?
And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he did all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
Get his ass.
Play fake here on 1st down.
Get his ass here. Yeah. Oh,
that was dangerous.
Let's go.
Throw it into coverage, almost picked.
Let's go.
But
I
instead,
got a
they'll
squad.
keep it on
Let's
second
go.
down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On second down, here's Fournette.
Oh,
And they
let me
got
open
it
it.
inside
Come
the
with
10
you.
at the 8. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They'll pick up another first down with that run.
Yeah, we on that. We on that. Some told me get on that line.
Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it. And in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball.
Oh, he did it again. Oh, he got it. Oh, get his ass. Oh, my. Oh, no, son. No.
TJ Yeldon, his
Oh,
sixth
no,
touchdown of the
son.
season.
No,
And the Jaguars
son.
have moved
Oh,
out in
no,
front.
son. Nigga did the same thing.
Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing
Wasn't supposed
game?
to go like that,
Oftentimes you
man. What
create
just happened,
mismatches
son?
because who's going to cover, and
on,
you get him
E4.
into space, which is
Come
what he
on,
likes to
E4.
operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
Into the end zone. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Hurry up, bro. Hurry up, bro.
They fake the handoff.
Oh.
Flag on the pass.
Oh, good
And
flag.
down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Flacco off play action.
Oh, they
He's
down
man on the
there.
crossing route. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same
Ooh, that was a
credit
good
for
punt.
it, and it won't help them at
That was a
contract
good
time.
punt. That was my work.
Here comes Blake Bortles now to lead his offense back out there. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the third quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your coach? Do you go right to turnovers?
Oh, wrong side.
As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
Well, that's what he's done here in this one so far. They go play action here on first down. Paul bringing it in. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Green 80.
Bortles now on first down. The open man is Westbrook. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Coney Ely. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. On the crossing back, complete.
Fuck out of here.
Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
There's so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball.
Oh, man.
Defensively, there could be some opportunities.
So you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. A much better effort we're seeing from him under center this week versus last week when he threw 4 picks.
He has thrown to 1 in this game, but you're right. When you cut it down from 4 the previous week, and we always talk about adjustments. Well, he made some in practice, and he continues to work on it during the game. I'm sure he's getting plenty of reminders about how to stay in the moment, stay focused on the task.
And he's got him in the driver's seat here in the 4th quarter. Play action. Now it's Bortles. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about.
Illegal touching. Offense.
Doesn't matter.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. That is caught at the 7-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
That's good fucking good.
And Lambeau will put this one through. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Flacco. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Third and long for Joe Flacco. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense.
Holding offense.
Oh my God, bro.
So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Here we go. 4th down, 4th quarter.
Oh,
He goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Yannick Ngakoue in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that one, that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away. This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players because him getting...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. 3rd touchdown pass of the game for Blake Bortles. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead.
Wow.
And with Austin Seferian-Jenkins flashing the form that had people excited about him when he came into the league a few seasons ago, the Jags had to make a move to sign him in the offseason. Remember, they only got 43 catches from all of their tight ends in 2017, so getting an ASJ was an absolute must in the offseason.
Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st down, Flacco. He'll leave it for Kelly, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another 1st down. Throwing here on 1st down, Flacco.
Oh, come on, you sucker.
But it's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Finding a safety valve.
Oh, my God, man.
And it's a fumble.
Oh, my God.
And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did.
Oh, my God.
And with that kind
Pain,
of deficit,
Lord,
you can't afford to make any kind of
Pain,
mistakes.
I promise you, you will never play another football game with me again. You caused me the game twice, big brother.
So they need to determine if that needs a review.
Doesn't matter. He's not coming right now. Fucking phone.
This challenge was initiated by the guys in New York. Taking a look at the play, less than 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm sure the coach wanted to challenge it, so he's probably going to send the New York office a holiday card. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got a man. It's Mitchell. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
You get dignity.
4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Why y'all got hands?
And what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game. They've worked in the distance you need. That's exactly what they got done.
Ebron with it over the middle. And Down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. A red zone first down for Flacco.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Escaping the pressure right.
Who, Joe Flacco?
That is caught at the 7-yard line.
Gatorade.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. And again, it's Flacco to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. And it's 3rd and 4.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Eric Ebron, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer.
Ebron never really found his footing in Detroit despite being a first-round draft choice with just 11 touchdown catches in 4 years. But the Colts think he's got the potential to really help their passing game, especially in the red zone, and he delivers right there.
That's cool.
Green to bring it back. Oh, spinning away.
Yeah,
and he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand.